In this video, I want to show you how you can set up what I call new front doors for your information business without adding complexity, without creating distractions, and making sure that you're really still moving in one straight line and all of your energy and even more importantly, your time is still compounding, okay? We want to be able to layer in different things into our business, but the key is to do it without it creating distraction, do it without it creating operational drag and friction, and ensure that we're ultimately just maintaining one core machine, okay? And so there can be some nuance and it can be a bit of a balancing act between, well, how do I layer in this new thing without it compromising or corrupting kind of the core system that I'm running, okay? And so that's what I want to share with you, a real world example in this video. I shared this with some clients and I think it really hit home in terms of how simple this can be, but also the kind of metaphor around this front door concept. Okay, so as always, we come back to our core model here, which is the lifestyle business operating system. And if you're new to the channel, you'll get familiar with this the more that you hang out with me here. If you're returning, this will be in no way new, but we recommend that you build around one core offering so that everything that you do, all of these different channels that you build are ultimately leading to one place, and you get the most return for your time and your energy and your effort that you put into your business, okay? And so what I want to talk to you today about is this front door concept. This is how you can take a new angle, a new idea, a new resource to market very, very quickly, start capturing leads, converting them into buyers, growing your list, and ultimately enrolling them into that main offer with minimal work and without adding any complexity. Okay, so that's what this is. That's what this is all about. So let me explain this concept of front doors, and then we'll go into the example that I've got for you here, and then I want to show you as well how this fits into the broader machine, just to make sure that we give full context. Okay, so when I say front doors, all right, what I want you to imagine for a second is your core business ecosystem is like a house. Okay, so this could include your emails that you send, your YouTube channel, remarketing that you've got set up, your core offer, your main sales process for your core offering, essentially the main engine that ultimately drives your business, right? And then I want you to think about having multiple entrance points to that same house, that same one main room. It doesn't matter which door you come in, you ultimately end up in the same place, okay? So when we add something new, we don't want it to be taking somebody off down this completely separate and different path to a different offer that we have to maintain, that we have to try and optimize, that we have to keep an eye on. And then if we do that a few times, we end up with a complete mess that's impossible to manage and scale to any reasonable level, okay? And so let me walk you through an example of this. All right, so I created a resource that, very simple, 10 emails that each generated between $2,000 and $6,000 in coaching sales from my own business without sales calls, without DMs, okay? And I put these emails into a document, right? So it's a very, very simple concept, 26 pages, and it goes through these 10 emails. Some of them are broadcast, some of them are automated emails. And so if you're in the business of selling information and you want to see real life examples that actually made money, you can take them, you can have them, you can run them through AI, you can do whatever you want with them. So it's a helpful resource. People like seeing behind the scenes of stuff that's actually working from people who are actually doing it. And so I created this resource, right? Now, here's what I did first. I put it out there. I tested it. Does anybody even want this? First thing I did is I put it in a little Facebook group that I own, got a reasonable response. So you can see here the post. I land multiple 2K coaching clients every single week with simple emails, some automated, some broadcast that take me 5 minutes to write. I just pulled together a doc with 10 emails that each landed 2K plus coaching clients. Some of them did multiple. No DMs, no follow-up. Definitely no sales calls or cringe webinar script. Comment 10 and I'll send it over to you. People comment. Okay, so there's a bit of initial traction like, hey, this is interesting to people. Okay. I also did a really simple selfie style video just here in my office. Just get my phone, film it. Same fundamental message. I sign clients every week without calls using email. I pulled together a document that has 10 of them, comment email if you want it. You can see people commenting email. I also made a YouTube video. You can check it out on the channel. I'll link it below, where I walk through this concept. And then when I send these out, I send out the YouTube videos. You can tell the ones that people resonate with, because typically get replies. People say it was helpful. And then above all else, with the YouTube video and with giving out the resource on Facebook and it going out on Instagram, what I really pay attention to is which ones get clients. Okay, which ones actually get people to move forward. And this one did. Okay, this one got people to move forward and become a client. And so I always pay attention to that, because if it works for one person, it's more than likely going to work for more people. Okay, and so with this understanding, we then go, well, okay, so how do we get more juice? How do we extract more out of this resource without me having to, make 50,000 YouTube videos about the same resource, or without me having to post the same thing on Instagram every day, or without me needing to go and spam other people's Facebook groups or post all over my profile? How can we get more juice out of this same thing? Okay, so what we do is we go and use this, now that it's proven to get us clients, to build a new front door into our system that we've got here. Okay, and if you want to build this with me personally, check out the Lifestyle Business Academy. It's in the description. It's where we build out that operating system for coaches, consultants, course creators, experts, mentors, people with an information-based business or who want to start one. Okay, all the details below, price, everything. All right, so here's what we do. Very simple. This took me about 45 minutes. So we've got our resource, and at this point I've also got a YouTube video walking through the resource. So we create a simple landing page. You can see it here. It's not complicated. Who's it for? Coaches, consultants, mentors, experts. Swipe these 10 emails that each made 2K to 6K in coaching sales without sales calls, DMs, or a VSL. Copy, paste, and deploy these 10 emails this week. Very simple, all right? This video plus guide breaks down 10 exact emails that each generated 2K to 6K in coaching sales without sales calls, exactly why each of them worked, and the key features so you can swipe and deploy fast. I talk about that in the video. And then how these emails fit inside the $7 million lifestyle business operating system. I also talk about that in the video. And then all I did was take a screenshot of the document, blurt out a bit of stuff to create a little bit of intrigue, and that's it. Very simple landing page. Like, this is done in Kajabi. I'm not techie at all. This takes like 2 minutes. You get AI to help you write the copy. Really simple. Anyone can do this, and they can do it fast. So that's the first thing that we pull together. Okay. Then over in my email software, I use ActiveCampaign, create a little automation that just sends out the resource when somebody opts in. And you can see here is the delivery email. This might be a little bit small, but it says, hey, my friend, you can click here to access the document with the emails that I promised. I also filmed a video walking through these emails so you can see what really makes them tick. Link off to the video. Just a quick reminder on what the above is all about. You've got access to 10 exact emails that have each generated 2K to 6K in coaching sales without a single call, DM, or webinar. Some of these are broadcasts. Some of them are automated that go out to every new lead. They run as part of my $7 million lifestyle business operating system, which I mention in the video above. And then I give them a little tip. To get the most out of these, I would recommend that you download the document as a PDF, load it into your favorite AI, provide the AI a breakdown of your main offer, ask it to tailor each email based on the fundamentals of your specific offer so they can apply these emails to their offer, hit send, build them into your automations, do whatever you wish, but use them. Go use them. And here's how to use them, because I want people using and implementing my stuff. Quite often when people enroll in the academy or become a one-to-one client, they go, hey, I already made a bunch of money with your free stuff. Let's just do it because I want more. And so if I can give people tools like this and show them how to use it and show them how to use it quickly, they can go and do that. And then, more than likely they're going to become a client, because if they make money off the free stuff, why wouldn't they, right? If you want to explore the full system I use to grow my list and brand on autopilot, passively convert leads into customers and sign clients 24/7 without calls or DMs, just reply back with LBA and I'll send you all the details. So you can see it's all coming back to one core call to action, one core point, which is as reflected in the model. All right, so this takes me about 2 seconds to pull together. It's very, very simple automation. Delivers the thing, okay? Now, we set up a simple ad to start getting traffic, okay? Now, this is brand new. So you can see here, right? Like, if I look at this automation, it's been sent out to 63 people via ads so far. I launched this last week. So we're going at, 10 a day on average at the moment so far. So I haven't scaled this up yet. But very simple ad. Again, just sitting here, film, hey, do you want this thing? I could also just take that same video that I used on Instagram originally and turn it into an ad if I wanted to. Put captions on it using the Instagram app, download it, run it as an ad, see what comes back, see what lead cost comes back, run it for long enough to start seeing people replying to the emails, track the back end conversions, and then the other thing is customers. All right, because what happens is after somebody opts in, and this is where we start to get into the cool part, somebody enters their email, then boom, they go to what I call my master passive funnel. So this is a core low ticket offer that's very, very connected to my back end offer that has a $50 front end, a $27 order form bump, a $100 upsell, and a $47 upsell. And then it also has a $300 upsell that I toggle on and off depending on how busy I am and depending if I want more people to buy that or not at any given point in time. Okay. And so this is where it starts to become really, really powerful because I've quickly tested a new resource. In 10 minutes, I can build a quick automation to deliver it, right? Now, from the moment any of these people that come in through these ads, from the moment they enter their email, so this, if you imagine this is like a tiny little threshold, right? They're here and then they go boom. From that second, they're now into the exact same machine as everybody else. That automation has just fired off the resource. That is the only customized piece to this new front door. Now, from the moment they're on this landing page, everything else is the same. Everything else is the existing machine. Okay, and this is how we do this without adding complexity. All right, so let's talk about what this machine really, really looks like. So you've got an ad or you've got a piece of social content, and then that traffic is either going to go to a low ticket offer, like this $50 offer, or it's going to go to an opt-in in this case, which is our page back here, and then to that same low ticket. Okay, so in this instance, the only points of variation are the opt-in page and the ad. Everything after that, whether they become a customer or they ignore that offer, everything else is the same. Okay, so here's what happens. If they buy the low ticket, they become a customer, they get sent all that stuff, and then they go into the same master email automation flow. If they ignore that low ticket offer, which the bulk of people do, because that's what conversion rates look like, they go into that same email automation. The email automation just says, hey, welcome to my world. Over the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be telling you about A, B, C, and D. Right? So boom, they're all into that same indoctrination flow. Okay, now after those 14 days, they start to receive my daily broadcasts. From the moment that they fall into what I call the middle of the funnel, this is what is doing the heavy lifting. The email is doing the heavy lifting, the automations, and then the daily broadcasts. They're starting to get sent YouTube videos like the one that I'm creating now, and remarketing kicks in. Remarketing kicks in over on Meta, and I actually just started testing remarketing on YouTube as well, so you might start seeing some of those. But what the remarketing does is it gets my content back in front of more people. They're getting remarketed with my YouTube videos on Meta and on YouTube. They're getting remarketed with answers to frequently asked questions. They're getting remarketed with case studies. They're getting remarketed with handling objections in advance. And all of those ads all point back here. All of the YouTube videos all point back here. All of the emails all point back here, right? And so we've got this machine that's just pushing traffic all to one central point, which is an invitation document, which has a checkout page to the next step. Okay, so once you've got it's really this part is all built, we can spin out variations. So you could spin out different low ticket offers, you could spin out different opt-in pages, and then you just need to create simple ads that feed those. And then from the moment someone either becomes a lead or they become a customer and they're into your middle of funnel as a lead or a customer, the experience is identical. They're getting the same email automations, one master automation for 1 to 2 weeks after they onboard, after they opt in. They're getting sent to the same YouTube channel. They're getting the same remarketing ads. And all of that points to that one core next step. Okay. So this is how you can build a machine that you can layer new front doors onto, which will allow you to tap into a new segment of the market, will allow you to quickly create new angles, create new resources, create new hooks without building a whole new back end, without building a new complicated funnel, without building a new offer. It all feeds the same part, because you just never know. That next resource that you create, that next low ticket offer that you create, that thing could go bananas. And you want to be able to quickly bolt that onto what you're already doing without needing to reinvent the wheel, without adding complexity. Okay, so that's just a real world example from last week. Like I said, I'm haven't scaled this up yet. It's super early, but I want to show you this stuff in real time in practice so you can take it and go do it, right? Like, come up with a resource that you know will be helpful for people. See how they react to it organically. You can write a simple post, model this post. Like, look how simple this is. It's like 5 lines. Go make an Insta. Like, I don't have a big Instagram audience, but see what people respond to. See if people buy from it, right? Go make a Loom video talking through the resource and see how you send it out to your list. See how they respond to it. Like, this stuff doesn't have to be fancy. It needs to be valuable. It needs to be helpful. It needs to be real. All right. And then if from your test, people want the thing, take the thing, use the thing, and buy more stuff off you, they roll into your main offer, they buy your low ticket stuff from it, go get that resource in front of more people. And here's how you do it. Really simple lander, really simple automation delivery. There's the email to send it out to them. Include a little call to action. You'll start picking up inbound leads off this pretty much instantly. Go run a simple ad to it. Start getting leads. Watch the data. Add more creatives. Pay attention to it. See if it's causing people to upgrade. And then above all else, build a machine like this where you can just keep feeding it with new front doors. I could go pump one of these out a week. Easy. Takes me an hour. So simple. Now, some of them will fail. Some of them won't work. But either way, I'm collecting new leads. I'm getting new buyers. I'm getting data. And the ones that do work, I can scale up quickly. Right? So wanted to share that with you. That's how you can create new front doors, layer them onto your business, tap into new parts of the market, add new traffic, add new leads, add new buyers without adding complexity, because you don't want to be going and creating 50 different silos that you have to manage. Okay. Appreciate you hanging out with me in this one. I'll put all the resources and stuff. You can check it out below if you want to work with me to install this into your business, automate your traffic, convert people into customers on autopilot, and then upgrade them to become clients without sales calls. Check out the academy below. All right. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.